Hi, my name is Boris. I am an ESC volunteer in Mirguriajuk in Romania, and I am here for a total of 6 months. I'm on, I think, 5.5 months right now. I am here via the ESC, which stands for European Solidarity Corps. They are an organization which allows young people like myself and others to travel to different countries, to different parts of Europe, and volunteer there, basically. So we have ESC is kind of the middleman. We have a standing organization and a local organization. For me, my standing organization is for Eastpackers, and the host organization is Car Travel. The ESC, you don't really have to pay for a lot of this. Your travel costs are covered, your accommodation is covered, you get pocket money, you get food money, you get insurance, you get a language course, you get a mentor, and I could go on. Your insurance is called, at least for us at the moment, it's called Signa. They cover almost everything you'd want from a insurance, a health insurance basically, and more, but mostly a health insurance. Like, they cover if you have to go to the hospital to get some stitches, something small like that, they'll cover that. If you have a major accident, they will cover the costs from the hospital. If even in the event of your death, they will cover both basically the recovery, so your corpse going back to your country of origin, or wherever you want to go, and the funeral costs even. So that is absolutely great. So as I said, I'm a volunteer. So my project is called Teach English in Villages Through Non-Formal Activities, which means we go to 3 villages in the surrounding area of this town, and we have one here in the town as well. And we go to these after-school clubs, and there will be kids there. I'd say usually 10 to 20 kids, and we will try and teach them some English through what we call non-formal activities. So there's not sitting in a classroom setting and we're teachers, because, well, we're not. And we try and teach them English through what we call non-formal activities, which means like we do stuff with them. They're not sitting down, they're up and about, and they're talking to us, we're talking to them. And usually our games or whatever we do with them have some thing that involves learning English, and that is my job, and also for my 3 colleagues basically. We also need to make an activity booklet, so almost every new game we come up with, we write down in a book, and that will be published, or they will keep it here, I'm not quite sure, for other volunteers or other people to benefit from. And next to that, I also have, for me personally, I have to do a lot of quizzes. Like every week I have to do an Instagram quiz, and every 2 weeks I have to do a bigger quiz, like 10 questions for the bigger one on Facebook, and like 5 questions for the smaller one on Instagram. That's about what I do here. Now, as I said, I've been here for about 5.5 months now. I look at it generally. As I said when I came here, I had an offer, and I took it. I had an experience, a new experience I could take, I could do, and I took it. And I've been here we're going to be here for a total of 6 months. So we're leaving on the 18th of August. And I look at my time here in Romania, generally with a good look back. It's been hard at times because, well, I'm not used to this. Like, this is my first time doing something like this. Um, and 6 months is a long time for me as a first timer. I would also looking back, I would have done, probably done a shorter term, like 2, 3 months before this, and then later done a larger, like a 6 months or longer project, long-term project. Um, but generally, I look back positively, I'd say, yeah. I learned, and I mean, you learn a lot of things. Like, usually I'm a very big procrastinator. And here I really, a lot of the time, I could not procrastinate. I just couldn't. Because things had to be done. And when I didn't do them immediately, I wouldn't have any free time anymore. And also, normally, I'll be honest, I'm not that great with kids, so it was really an experience coming here because I wasn't sure what to expect. I was really kind of coming here for the summer camps, which I've been really enjoying, um, as I hoped, because I really enjoyed those as a kid, just running around doing stuff. They organized stuff for us. I don't know, swimming and all kinds of stuff, and it was just so great. I loved it, and I saw this, and I was like, why not be on the other side of something like this? Be an organizer instead of a player participant. So I definitely developed. I live on my own. That's also new. Normally I'd live with my parents, which made me, I'd say, it prepared me for later living on my own, which is gonna happen eventually. And just living in close quarters with other people, cooking for yourself, cleaning up after yourself, keeping your own space clean. I'd say that's something I had to get used to for sure. Because I'm especially, I'm, yeah, I live in a big house, and so I usually didn't really at late hours because I'm quite the night owl. I didn't have to. My parents would sleep all through shit I would do because they're on the other side of the house almost. So they just wouldn't hear me. And here it was very different because here, this kitchen where I'm sitting right now, the bedroom is right in front of me. If I would be sitting here and talking to people over a chat program like Discord, the people in the bedroom would hear me and they couldn't sleep, which we had to resolve eventually because, yeah, if I don't want them to lose sleep over me. So that kind of stuff came up and had to be resolved, and it definitely made me, um, it made me more considerate of other people, I'd say. So if I'd later have roommates or something, which I'd live with, I'd be able to more, instead of what I had now, is that there was some problems sometimes that they would just lose sleep over me. Now I know. Now I'd be more considerate. Now I'd better know what to do to keep myself more quiet. And coming here, also one of my goals was to meet new people, to make new friends, and I've definitely done this. There's been a lot of other volunteers that came and went, a lot of Americans, a lot of Germans, I must say, and also local people. I've met local people who speak great English and who I could just talk with for hours, and it's just so great. And that's really why I also definitely eventually want to come back here. But it might take a while. I don't know yet. Hell, I think I talked about everything I wanted to talk about. So I will say goodbye.